He weighs in at 172 pounds, and he's a roaming the streets at night, creeping while you're sleeping. IWC's own Michael the Bomber Facade!
The Super Indie Ninja, as he's dubbed himself now, on the way to the ring. And gentlemen, win, lose, or draw the rest of this tournament, I think Facade has progressed by leaps and bounds here tonight, just by the victory we saw earlier in this broadcast. Certainly Facade is not resting on his laurels. He's not resting on that win. He wants to go 3 for 3 here in ring action, but the Bomber defeated former IWC champion Ricky Reyes, a man who we've seen legitimately knock people out that are twice Facade's size, but Facade found a way, Jay Worth.
Yeah, honestly, even if he doesn't get the title, he has gained so much from tonight. From his peers, from the audience.
He weighs in at 3,333 pounds, wrestling out of Mexico City, Illinois. Here is Egotistico Fantastico!
Naylor, where do they weigh this guy?
You know what? I have no idea, but we've got quite a weight disparity between these two competitors right now, don't we?
Well, I think we're looking at approximately a 3,150-pound weight advantage for Egotistico Fantastico. I'm not sure how Facade is going to be able to counter that. Apparently, I'm not sure the gravity of the planets, like Venus or something, I don't know what planet he got weight on, but regardless.
Facade doing a little bit of headbanging prior to the match.
Not sure what the hell that was, but...
Just getting a little air through the dreadlocks.
Well, a little bit of Matthew Justice headbanging, or should I say Mac Hetfield, but be that as it may. Oh, look out!
God!
It was a red herring! It was a swerve, a ruse, a sham, a charade, and a conspiracy! Facade just outsmarted Egotistico Fantastico.
Absolutely bounding up those ropes and off the post with a beautiful plancha. Facade now. Hard kick.
Well, I think Facade is more rejuvenated now than ever before after that win over Ricky Reyes. Facade thinks he can take on the world right now, and he may be right.
Ooh. Well, I think Ego might be knocking the reality back into him right there. Hard elbows to his head, a couple kicks.
You can see the neck snapback of Facade as this matchup hasn't even gotten in the ring yet, a stark contrast to most of our Super Indie contests.
And you can hear just how solid those blows are landing. Oh.
Look out! Somersault plancha to the floor, senton style, as the suburban terrorist has been able to come out of the blocks hot, so to speak, before this matchup even officially started. And I think he caught Fantastico very much off guard. I don't think he was expecting that.
Wait a minute, Facade now.
Oh, God! Facade went to springboard up the guardrail and just got shoved head first into an entire set of wooden chairs.
It's cliche, but that's why they call it high risk.
No, you are right. That is pretty cliche.
Oh, wait a minute now. We've seen this out of Ego before. Getting a whole hell of a lot of distance right here. Superman!
Clears the guardrail. All the body weight down on top of Facade. I've never seen 3,300 pounds move that fast.
I've never seen 3,300 pounds fly that high.
Got the grace of a gazelle.
But in all seriousness, you talk about momentum. All the way around the ring, that's what, 80 feet of running leading into that dive?
No doubt about that.
I don't know, if we're using the same measurement system to measure that Ego uses for his weight, that might have been 1.5 miles.
That could have been. Good news, the bell officially sounded. We have a match now. Second of 3 in the semifinal round. One of these men will join Super Hentai in the finals, and you gotta hope it'll be Michael Facade, based on his history with Hentai, and the fact that, well, Hentai may have a clear path to get that Super Indie title out of the door and three-peat as champion, having wrestled less than everybody else. We need somebody to stand up and take some of these titles off of the Founding Fathers.
Very true, and if anyone has the ability, let him step up and try. Kings of Wrestling will be taking a shot at it. Ray Rose taking a shot at it. It could be Michael Facade taking a shot at it.
Well, we know we're going to have two, barring a double DQ or count out. Cover in the ring for a 2 count. Didn't hook a leg on Facade. That's going to be a big-time mistake. We saw the rejuvenation, the adrenaline rush Facade was getting through the duration of being beaten to death by Ricky Reyes just about. And we've seen that as testament to the fact that Facade has trained in endurance, and Facade is ready to up his pain threshold, to push his body beyond its normal limits. This could be Michael Facade's night based on what I've seen in the opening round.
Ego though raining down with a big elbow and one right to the face.
It looked like Facade tried to sneak a win there, shift his body weight over and get a pin, but Ego figured it out.
Well, keep in mind, that's how Facade pinned Ricky Reyes.
Good point. When we talk about the quality of matches we've had so far, what a great night.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we have had some of the best super indie matches I've seen already just so far, and we're only through the first round into the second of the tournament. I am so glad I skipped the MMA training I was going to go to today.
Oh my gosh, Facade sent for a loop on the impact of the clothesline, 2-0. Well, certainly Farnsworth, thanks for coming. I'm here every show, but you guys show up when you want, but that's fine, that works. Naylor, I'll see you again at Super Indy 11 or 12, whenever you can make it in.
Man, looking forward to it.
Fantastico now, back to business. Punishing the Bomber. And again, much like the strategy we saw with Jason Gorey earlier on, Fantastico is grounding Michael Facade. Certainly Gorey being grounded led to his issues and not being able to move on.
Leg scissors now, trying just to sap the energy out of the body of Facade.
Yeah. And what this does, it'll restrict your breathing, it'll put pressure on the carotid artery, it'll keep you horizontal, it'll also allow you as the applier of the hold to get an extra measure of rest, think ahead a few moves, and replot your strategy.
And apparently Ego's strategy is to get a little frustrated with the referee.
Well, look at that referee, I'm not surprised.
Which ref is that?
I believe his name is Timmy Richards.
Timmy Richards?
Yeah.
He's a good person. Hard slam from Ego.
Follow through. Beautiful elevation, beautiful height in that leg drop. That's a leg drop to get a 3 count, but Facade still kicks out. What do you think's running through SJK's mind right now? He's in charge of this whole shit.
Well, as far as I know, he's never owned a company prior.
No.
So this has to be sort of a new venture. While I'm sure he will not admit to it, because he will only show confidence and swagger. He has to be a little nervous.
Oh, paintbrushed him twice and then elbowed him right in the face.
Well, we're seeing Facade try to will himself up back to that vertical base that Egotistico Fantastico has so expertly cut him off from. Facade showing that same heart and desire we saw in the opening round. And Fantastico with the point of the elbow right between the shoulder blades.
Measuring those strikes now.
Oh, he's just looking to rock Facade right now. If Facade is woozy and dizzy, he's not going to springboard. He's not going to hit and run.
Wait a minute!
Perhaps I speak too soon. Desperation maneuver, but could that have been all the Bomber had left?
Don't you love it when the Ego Man makes a liar out of you, Joe? Now we got to see who can get to their feet first. You can tell Facade catching his breath, feeding off of these mouth breathers,
there we
getting
go.
some energy.
Salt to the earth humans, ducks the clothesline, drop kick, right in the chest. Manhattan drop, put some moves together right here.
Bomber,
Whoa.
beautiful counter.
Oh.
And now the gi comes off again. It's all business, it's time to finish this thing off.
Up and over.
Connects with a knee, I believe, right around the jaw.
Springboard's up top. No!
And I defy you to find a man who can do a springboard bulldog as seamlessly as that. And that's a near
Certainly none
fall.
north of the border, that's for sure.
Worth pointing out, he jumped over the top rope, landed on the second rope for the springboard. An amazing act of aerial exuberance, for lack of a better term. In and of itself, the fact that he hit a bulldog.
Well,
Oh, he went Arabian. He went Arabian
no!
moonsault. He went Arabian moonsault, but he took his eye off his opponent, and Ego was waiting to drop Facade right in the back of the head again. Could do it now.
devastating release German suplex right there.
Arabia met Germany. Germany won.
It certainly did in that war.
Whoever gets back to their feet first, that's Ego. They're going to have an advantage. Facade maybe looking for a third or fourth win right now.
You could tell Facade was sort of clenching and releasing his fist. He may have had a little bit of nerve damage getting dumped on the back of his head like that.
Reversal center ring. And Facade dropped. Face first, and Ego going surfboard.
Fighting for it.
He's not just slapping the ribs, he's punching them at
Oh man, we've seen this before too. Most devastating surfboard I've ever seen.
The taco pizza. And will it be it? No.
Oh! Facade
Facade's back for seconds.
mustering up all the guts, and he's back to his feet.
Look at this kid. That's what Super Indie's about.
Oh, wait a minute, up top.
Ego, high risk. Could it be the I.O. Mark Marrow $5 salt? His variation of the Marrow salt for you longtime fans. Comical name, not a comical landing. But
at
however,
all.
it was not enough.
You can tell despite the sense of humor, Ego is not laughing. He wanted that to put him away. Thank you. I can't even yell at Chuck for that anymore.
You could, but
It wouldn't be very fair. And
that
I
is
am
fair.
nothing if not fair.
oh, of course.
Ego now looking to maybe put him away for good. Maybe taking too much time.
Facade able to capitalize. Has that STO, that judo takedown, tight cover, but a quick kick out. Check out Ego. I think Ego took a little too much time a moment ago, going for perhaps that queso killer, and now he's paying for it. Now he's got to slug it out with Facade center ring. Powerbomb!
Got all that. No, one.
But Facade with the same spirit.
One count only.
He can barely stand, but he can damn sure fight.
So much guts being shown by Facade. Putting it all on the line right here, Super Indie 10.
This is not strength. This is not conditioning. This is just pure willpower.
Drive, determination.
And the impact of these shots speaks volumes. That tells the story.
It looks like Ego's landing a little more to the chest, whereas Facade is hitting right at the base of the neck.
Oh! The base of that cheekbone on those forearms.
Ego's the bigger man in terms of stature, but that doesn't necessarily measure heart, and that's what Facade is showing through and through throughout this tournament. It's the only reason he's standing.
Dreads are flying right here. As Facade is being rocked, but he's rocking right back. Hard chop.
I'm wondering if it is that Facade is relying on strikes against the larger man because that is all he has left to put out there.
Well, it very possibly could be. This is not Facade's style. You notice he's not running. He's not using the legs. He may not be physically able to use his legs to run and springboard. However, now opening up with the offense. Kick to the back of the head.
Facade with a career performance perhaps right
Does
here.
he have enough? No. You notice he was slower coming off of the ropes. He doesn't have enough left. But a standing boot still connects.
And then he immediately goes to the ropes. He's not able to hold himself up. Ego trying to get to his feet.
Just using Facade's ring attire to help himself back up.
Again, just drilling him in the face.
Facade's got to get away from Ego's grasp if he hopes to survive. The smothering power by Fantastico.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Charge in, no. Took his eye off the ball. Sherman, get to the bridge. Neck straight, no. And Jayworth, you can attest as well as I can, Facade spends hours working on bridges and neck strength. That's the only reason he was able to get that pinning combination.
Very, very true. And I can tell you I watched firsthand as he learned essentially a workout set from Low Key, who has probably some of the best neck strength I've ever seen.
And Facade is feeling it. He may be up to a 5th or 6th win right now, but he will not stop fighting.
Knee to the face.
Facade lost his momentum. Gonna get it one more time. You just notice running across the ring is so tiring and taxing. On the legs, on the wind.
Wait a minute.
And that may have spelled the end. Queso Killer with a bridge. Jeez, good night.
Here is your winner and moving on to the three-way finale, Egotistico, Fantastico.
Facade kept coming. Facade kept fighting, but his body was beginning to give out on him. Facade went to run through with a strike. Lost his own momentum, lost his own balance, couldn't follow through. And that moment of hesitation, that moment of reprieve is what Ego needed to follow through, drop Facade on the back of his head, and advance to the finals.
Fans, as this show started, they might not have known much about Ego, but oh my God, is he ever proving himself here tonight.
Ego could join that list, Farnsworth, of guys who make their IWC careers in just their first night.
The tattoo on the ribs of Michael the Bomber Facade is part of the hexagram. What it essentially shows is water over fire. That is the idea of controlling a situation. There was a point in the match where Michael Facade decided, I am not done. His body was giving up on him, but his spirit said, I am not done. And he stood up and continued to fight. If you want to believe that he was at a lower level, he has now ascended. He has shown everyone here just what he is capable of and what he is made of. He deserves the applause he is getting right now.
And he deserves the respect of Egotistico, Fantastico, and all the entrants in this tournament. Regardless of the outcome, I'm so upset we won't get to see Facade confront Hentai in the finals. However, Facade, he may not be the winner, but he'll be one of the names everybody's talking about on the internet tomorrow morning. But Egotistico, Fantastico could be at the top of that list as the Super Indie Champion.